Hi, in this video I'm going to show you the new version that the Gitkraken just released. So what I have currently is still version 1.9.3, and a few days ago Gitkraken just released version 2, and I'm going to show you how install the new version. So first of all, we're going to open up our browser. We'll go to their website, which is gitkraken.com. Then we will download the same, just like we download the first version, but this time it's going to download version 2.0. And while it's downloading, we can take a look at this release note. It will show us version 2, and if you have time you can read through this, but I'll give you the summary in this video. So one of the great features is the git ignore is expanded really well. Once you have it download, just need to click on this one and then it'll start the installation. Now the installation is probably going to take a few minutes, so I'm going to pause my recording and I'm going to continue once the installation is completed. Once the installation is completed, it's going to open the new version of Gitkraken, and this is a new view. Okay, now we are in Gitkraken version 2, right? As you can see over here, it's Gitkraken version 2.0.1. Now, what is the new features that's added over here? First of all, one feature that I think is pretty important is we can add file or a certain extension of file into git ignore on the fly. Let me show it to you. Let me open up my Notepad++, and I will add a new file. For example, I'm going to add a log file. So this is a new file. I'm going to type in this is a log file, and I'm going to save it as .log extension. So I'm going to save it into the Gitkraken project, but this time I'm just going to put it as log file.log. So now I have a new file, and if you see over here, I have one new work in progress, which is one new file, log file.log. Before, if I want to exclude this from Git, I want to put it into the git ignore, I have to open up git ignore and then type it star.log to exclude everything.log. But with version 2.0, all you need to do is just right click on this one, select the git ignore. Now it gives you two options. You can ignore just this particular file, or you can ignore everything that has the extension of log. So in my case, I'm going to exclude everything that has an extension of .log. I'm going to select on this one, and then ask you to confirm, are you sure you want to ignore everything .log? I'm going to select this. If I open up my git ignore file, as you can see here, this is a new line that is added, .log. So for me, that is a pretty important update that is added into version 2.0. So the next feature that is added in here, if you go to File, there is one option here now, it's an Open Terminal. So you can open a command line terminal directly from Gitkraken. If I select this, if this is the first time you're doing it, you need to set up a preference. Basically, you need to tell Gitkraken what kind of command line that you want to do. So click on that one, and then you are now in the preference, in the general preference, the default terminal. Since this is the first time, it says none. Let's say that I want to use git bash for this, right? And then if I exit, I go back to File, Open Terminal. Now it's going to open up the terminal, the git bash terminal for me. So over here, as you can see, it directly points into my project folder. So if I want to take the status of this, if I do git status, and you can see that this is the modified file, git ignore, right? And if I want to look at all of this commit, I just do git log. And as you can see, pull this, all of this commit is the same. Add email, change name, web address, it's one by one. It's showing to you. Add download recipe information, and it has basically all of this, the same information. That is one added feature, which is you can open a terminal directly from within Gitkraken. The other feature that is updated on this one, it's more about performance. So when you open up a new repo, it's going to run faster. If you have the project that you're working right now, it's actually not a big project. But for example, that you have a project that is 200 or 300 commits in there. In the previous version, it may take a while. It may take a few more seconds to open it up, but this one in the version 2.0, it loads much faster. And then if you have a long, like right now, we don't scroll a lot, right? But in the previous version, let's say that you have a big project and then you have to scroll down a lot. Sometimes when you scroll down, it's lagging. It's kind of freezing. But in version 2.0 right now, if you can see here now, the scrolling, it's pretty smooth. And opening up the information between commit to commit, it's almost instant. While before, if you see, sometimes there is a load in here. There is like a scrolling bar, and that can take a few seconds, but this time it's almost instant. I don't know if you can see that one, but it's like half a second only. Sometimes in the old version, it can take sometimes like 3 to 4 seconds, right? So that is another improvement. And then the graph alignment over here. In the older version, sometimes you can see like a broken line over here, and then the alignment is not really clean. But in this one, it's pretty clean. It's a minor improvement, but it's a good improvement. And then last is the font style. So if I look at one of these files, this font over here, it's pretty similar with this and this. It's pretty much all the font is consistent throughout the whole user interface. In the old version, I think I still have a screenshot that I can show it to you. In the old version, this font over here, it's more like a terminal font, while over here and over here, it's using like an Arial kind of font, but this is completely different font. That is a minor improvement, but for me, it's pretty good because it's making the look is more consistent. So in summary, this is all the enhancement. First, Git ignore can add file easily. And then second, it can open terminal directly from within Gitkraken. The third one, it's faster in opening up a repo. And the fourth, it's faster in commit scrolling. And then the graph alignment is improved. That's enhancement number 5. And then number 6 is consistency in font usage throughout the user interface. So those are all good improvement from Gitkraken, and I just want to say good job for the Gitkraken team for this 2.0 improvement.